everyone. I'm going to take you guys back 2 years. Back in 2018, I wanted to do a 50 facts about me tag, and I wanted to do it a little bit different. I didn't want you guys to get bored with just listening to me talk for a really long time and just spewing facts at you. I wanted it to be something different with every single fact. The idea was to have it out very soon, but a lot of times I had forgotten to do a fact or something, or something happened with it, or I ended up repeating myself and I wasn't really organized. But it took 2 years. 2 whole years for 50, and 50 is a lot when you think about it. I was kind of in the home stretch and I wanted to get this video out for my 7th year anniversary of being here on YouTube, like back in July, but it was crazy and I didn't have the energy to do it. But now, since October's coming up really soon, I was able to finish it all. You might get a little sneak peek on the things I have planned coming up in the future, so definitely stick around till the end. But yeah, I guess I won't talk you to death because I'm about to talk you to death, so we'll get into it. The first complex word I remember spelling since I was a kid was elephant. My skin's falling off. Gross. I hate the taste of horseradish with a passion. It burns, it stings on my insides, and I just don't like it. I absolutely hate the sound of styrofoam rubbing against each other, and also the sound when people blow their tongues or blow raspberries, whatever. For some reason, for the blowing raspberries, like, my brain translates it as me doing it, so then, like, you know, the weird numb funny feeling you have afterwards, that's what I feel when I'm not doing it. So it's really odd and awkward, and just it gets on my nerves because I'm not doing it and I still feel that way, so it's weird. You want to know something funny? I actually have gray hair in real life and I have a lot of it. But at least I can say I don't look too bad with all Snow White hair. I mean, it just has to work because it's gonna happen. I can't. My standard favorite Disney movie will always be Lion King, but my secondary favorite Disney movie is Emperor's New Groove because it was just like really funny, and I will always love that movie. As you all know, I love different looks, so my absolute favorite thing to do most of all is just to renovate and see the before and the after. I love transforming things, I love transforming myself, so I mean, building is in my blood, but I'm just a little too dangerous to handle the heavy machinery, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that. We'll see. If I lose a hand, that'll suck. I am addicted to trolling. I can't help it. I can't resist. It's just the way it's gonna be forever. The most beautiful thing I have ever seen in my entire life is a snow shower. Yes, there are such a thing, and I have seen it once. You know how there's sun showers where it's like raining and then the sun is out, so you can see it glistening in the sunlight when it rains. I've seen it when it snowed, and it is 1,000 times even more beautiful than a rain shower, sun shower. It was nice. My favorite cereal is and will always be Frosted Flakes, and I also like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And I like the Apple Jacks, but I haven't had those in a really long time. I like the milk, like after you eat the cereal. But my all-time default, I love it, is Frosted Flakes. Yes, it's bland, but I like it. I am allergic to pineapples, the fresh kind, but I still eat them anyways because they are delicious. So, bleh. I used to be allergic to soy sauce as well, but I just kept eating it as a kid, and I would break out in like hives and it would be all over my face. But I'm a fatty at heart, so I keep eating and eating and eating and eating. So my body got used to that. So that's kind of what's going on with the pineapple. I think I'm developing an allergy to it. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It might be the seeds. But all that happens to me is my tongue swells, and so do my lips, but you can't really tell the difference because they're big anyways in the first place. So, you know, it doesn't kill me. I just know I'm allergic to it, and they're good. But I could drink the juice, so, like, I mean, whatever. I break and lose everything, but you already know that. I never went to my high school prom because my now husband and I were banned. My favorite flavor of ice cream is the strawberry shortcake ice cream bar that you get from the ice cream truck, and it's really good. I think it's the good humor ones. And I also like the toasted almond ones. Those are really addicting, and I kind of want some now. I'm not sure how well you can hear me, but I hitchhiked on the highway before, and I would not advise it, but I only did because I was not alone. Don't do it. I never had chicken pox before, but I see the poor souls who have, and I feel so bad. I don't know if I can get it. I think I have my shot. I'm pretty sure I had the shot, but let's hope, because if my kids get it and I don't have it, I think it's a bad, bad thing. My absolute favorite game to play when I was younger was Jumpstart 2nd grade, and I loved it. I loved all of the songs, and I liked it because that was a game my mom let me play when, you know, it was kind of like a weekend at school. Well, I don't remember playing on a school night, but somewhere close to it, since it was educational and it was fun as well. And so it satisfied the both of us. And I also liked Hooked on Phonics, so I think that was really, really good. Like, I love all of the all the Jumpstart games were really good with learning and practicing and getting extra help with math and learning and language and all of that good stuff. So I would say to look into it. I don't know if they still make them anymore, but anything similar. You know, those fun learning computer games instead of just sticking them in front of the TV with regular video games. I won't preach you to death since I am an educator. I, of course, promote education, so I can't help it. But, you know, I'd look into it. I actually was on TV in Japan a couple years ago, and it was for a dance cover that I did to a Baby Metal song, and it was called Gimme Chocolate, and it was really, really fun to do. I was actually really surprised that they contacted me and asked me if they could put me on air, and I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And it was kind of cool. The first car that I ever owned was a 1994 Mercedes. I used to be a model. I did get offered a lot of good things, but I decided to go to school instead because I didn't want to move out to LA and I didn't want to leave my husband. And then I ended up getting a tattoo and all of that good stuff. So, I mean, I don't know where it could have went if I did decide to go, but I'm happy where I am now. So, and I could still take pictures anyways. I'm like a whiz when it comes to cameras and studios and photography and editing, so I can still do it, right? The first cosplay that I ever did was Inuyasha because I love him. You want to know what my favorite vegetable is? Carrot. It's too much. Focused. Alright, so I have to admit, at my age, I still run and cry like a baby every time I turn the light out if I'm going up the stairs and it's nighttime because I am terrified for some odd reason. I don't know why, but I don't know. And I don't think I'll ever grow out of it. The first job that I ever had was working at a pizzeria. I have always wanted to do voice acting. I think it's really fun and cool, and I just wanted to try it. If you haven't noticed already, I enjoy being extra. My favorite kind of chips are Cheetos and Doritos. If I can only choose one superpower in the world, I would probably move things with my mind because I am too lazy to get up and get anything. I've always dreamed of going into outer space, and I know that's never gonna happen because I never trained to be an astronaut, so I'm not going, but I always wanted to. I really like astronomy. And also, it's marine biology. Yeah, I was gonna say biology, but I like underwater. That's another fact. Okay. I always picked the boat in Monopoly, and my second was the hat. I don't remember how old I was. I think it was like around 5 or 6 or so, but I remember being outside and a butterfly was trying to land on my shoulder, and I just started freaking out because I thought it was going to eat me. So I remember running, screaming, and crying down my driveway away from this poor little butterfly that was just trying to land, I guess rest or be my friend or something, but I don't know, I was terrified. And I realized later it was nice, so I tried to be butterflies' friends after that, and none of them want anything to do with me anymore, so I missed my chance. I don't own a microwave. I just use my oven and a toaster oven, and food tastes 1,000 times better when you put it back in the oven and not nuke it in the microwave with radioactive waves. So that's what I use. I never test the water in the shower before I go, and I instantly regret it every single time. You would think I would learn, but no, I don't. I think raccoons are absolutely adorable, and I really want one, but I know they're bad, and I know they can function very well, and they're very intelligent, so I'd rather not lose everything in my fridge. My favorite type of genre in books or movies is any kind of thriller. So drama thriller, mystery thriller, horror thriller, thriller. I like all of them, so yeah. I actually saved my sister's life twice. One time she was being stupid and almost drowned herself in a pool. And the other time she was not looking where she was going, crossing the street, and she almost got hit by a bus. So you're welcome. My favorite type of bagel is raisin with butter and cream cheese, and it has to be toasted. And yes, I do need both because though it's death, I love it. One of my favorite things to do in the world is sleep. Call me an old lady if you want to. I don't care. I love to sleep. I don't know if you can hear me with this thing on my face, but you know what? Let me just take it off. If I don't tie it in a knot by accident, which I think I am. Oh no. Okay. Whew. I eat in the shower. And when I say eat, I mean if the plate fits, I'm gonna bring it. And I understand those who say to not waste water and take 30-minute showers and all of that stuff. I still take the same quick showers that I normally do. It's just I can't control when I'm hungry. And if I'm hungry and I have to take a shower, I basically hit everything in one shot. So hey, this is my me time, and I just do everything at once. I used to play the violin and also the piano, but I really want to learn how to play the cello and guitar. And if you haven't noticed a common ground here, it's I like the strings. Except for piano. Piano is like, my mom made me do that. I like the strings. I am the girliest tomboy you will ever meet, and that is thanks to my sister and my brother. Yes, I love wearing heels, and I like doing my makeup and dressing up and glitz and glamour and glitter, but I love even more just getting down and dirty and hanging out, playing video games, and just doing nothing. I had to kind of keep up since I was the youngest, and I liked playing Barbies and stuff with my sister, but she didn't really like hanging out with me that much, so my brother was who I really hung out with, and basically if I couldn't hang with him, then I was on my own, so I had to keep up, and I did everything he did, and I enjoyed it. It's still that way now. I think that's probably why I had more guy friends than I did girls, because I didn't really have the patience for girly girl stuff. Like, yeah, I liked it, but it's too much. So, I actually hate drinking water out of anything other than a glass and the plastic bottle it comes in, but I can't drink it in a ceramic cup or anything like that. I don't know why. I don't like the taste. I can tell the difference of the cup or something. I don't know, but it has to be glass. And or the bottle. Picky like that. I like savory more than sweet when it comes to food. I do like candy and all that stuff, but I just can't handle too much sugar, so I prefer more of a saltier, savory taste. This is my potato. No, but what's a fact? My favorite seafood is wild caught salmon, and I make a really, really good bourbon salmon. But what do I use? I'm not gonna give my secrets, but it's really good. I want some now. Okay. I am really competitive, but the thing is, it's a weird kind of competitive. It's like a secret competitive. Unless I'm like playing any type of game, then I talk a lot of smack, like even if I'm losing. But I think that's where the most fun comes from. But I don't get angry if I lose. I know when I'm bad at something, like it still doesn't matter. Like it's playful kind of competitiveness, so it is what it is. My favorite restaurant, well, fast food restaurant to go to, well, eat at is Wendy's. Yeah, I do like McDonald's apple pies, and the french fries are pretty good, but I would definitely say my go-to is Wendy's. If you haven't noticed by now, I get bored really easily, and it just, I can't help it, whether it's with my hair color and cut and style to just the activities that I'm doing. I can't sit and focus for too long, or I'll get bored, and then I'll switch to something else, and then I'll get bored with that, and I'll switch to something else, and then I'll just keep going and switching until I go back to where I started in the first place, and it's just a never-ending cycle. But I mean, that's what keeps me going, and a lot of times you'll find me doing 50 different things at once. So I mean, I'm really good at multitasking, but not so good with actually finishing things through until like the last possible second. So yeah. What's really funny is it's making me laugh, but I hate being tickled. I am ticklish, not super sensitive tickling, but like I don't like it. I really can't stand it, and I guess it's because I have asthma, and I know the stress that it puts on my lungs, and if I'm being tickled, then I can't stop laughing, and if I can't stop laughing, that means I'm not breathing, and if I'm not breathing, that's putting strain and stress on my lungs, and I just hate that exhausting feeling. So I don't like it, but I love to laugh. I'm addicted to it. It makes me really happy to laugh. I just don't like being tickled. So the tickling's not a fun laughter. Everything else is. The first manga series that I ever bought and read was Death Note, and I didn't finish it. I don't know why, but it's pretty good. So you should read it if you've never read it or watched the show. I got a true and passionate hatred for mosquitoes. I hate them. I don't know why they exist. I don't know why they're on this planet, in this universe, just anything about them other than to just be a nuisance. I feel like there's no benefit that they give to anything, and just they need to go. I hate them. I was definitely thinking about doing a different look for the outro, but I'm gonna save the rest of my looks for Kandy's October. So if you're new to this channel, welcome, hi, and I hope you learned something that you liked. Please don't forget to click on that subscribe button, and definitely ring that notification bell, because there will be a lot of videos coming out very soon, so you don't want to miss it. With that being said, have a wonderful night, morning, evening, or afternoon whenever you're watching, and I will see you lovelies next time. Bye. Yes, pumpkin. Okay. Thank you very much. Do you like lipstick? Yeah.